So, as you saw on the intro, I will be doing some kind of tips for how to sound, maybe record through a reactive load device plus an IR loader on your DAW of choice. The one I'm using right now, it's Pro Tools, and the loader, it's Wall of Sounds. And I want to show you what is the whole chain so you can get the sound, right? So I'm going to explain to you my chain outside the box, how I'm getting into the box, and then what I'm doing in the box so you can get the sound. And why I'm doing this, because I recently bought, excuse me, there. I recently bought the 2 Notes Dave Friedman cabinet collection. Really good, great actually. And of course, I don't have a 2 Notes device, an actual device, but I do have the chance to do it through the plugin Wall of Sound. So I wanted to show you and create a video about the collection, but then I thought maybe you want a video to know how to do it in the first place. So this is the video. I'm going to show you how I'm doing all the things that you heard on the intro. And actually the theme song that I did in my intro, like the video intro, also was recorded through the Wall of Sound, and I will show you that. So let's dive deep into the whole out of the box chain, and then what is happening inside the box, inside Pro Tools. This is valid probably for any DAW, really. So let's go to that. So here we go in my control room. Everything starts in there, of course. This is the guitar that I'm using for recording this. This is a beautiful Heritage H150. It has a Floor Rose installed. It's a God of Reach, so it's that version of Floor Rose. Beautiful. Friedman pickups, Classic Plus, and Classic Neck. And that is connected directly to my 2013 reissue Plexi. Excuse me my voice, I think I have COVID, but I'm feeling pretty well. So, and that is the settings. Not too much mystery there. I tend to back down that normal channel volume or loudness because it adds a lot of low end, and I don't like that. And that way it gets tighter as I like it. So this is connected then, speaker cable, to this box here. This is the reactive load that I have, the Sur reactive load. This is not the one that you can load IRs. So, and then I'm running out with a microphone XLR cable. Watch that. That is the Phantom Zone, right? We all have a Phantom Zone somewhere, right? So the cable is that white cable right there that is going to my console. This is a beautiful vintage console, and I'm getting into this channel. So I put it, it's not line level, it's microphone level, and I pad the input so I'm hitting the with the right level the console. And the console is connected to my interface. Right now I'm using the Presonus Quantum 4848. This is like the higher end of the Quantum series. It's not too expensive, it's not super cheap, but I'm using this because I'm using the console for mixing for my daily job, right? So, and I have 48 inputs and 48 outputs. So the console, one of the output of the console, it's going to the Presonus. Why I'm telling you this? Because the Presonus is super fast. arguably the fastest interface in the market right now. So it's so fast that I can run my Pro Tools software with a very low buffer size, meaning that I can play in real time with Pro Tools and not with a Universal Audio or any interface that has DSP on board. This doesn't have DSP, but it's so fast because it's Thunderbolt 2 actually, that I can put my buffer very low and then I get to Pro Tools. So now I will show you my Pro Tools view and we'll discuss what I'm doing. Hi there! If you're new to this channel, consider subscribe and click on the bell for the notifications. I'm going to be uploading videos of guitar tips and gear and everything music, everything guitar. So it might be fun. So consider subscribe. Thank you. If I bypass all my plugins, it sounds awful, like a bee attack. You don't want that. You don't want even to hear it. So I don't even strum a chord before I put the plugins, at least the wall of sound. So I'm going to show you now what is the plugins that I'm using. So I'm going to bypass everything and I'm going to bypass my sends. So now I will have only the 2 notes Torpedo wall of sound. Dry but great. The first plugin, of course, is a tuner. I'm connected directly to the amp, and here is the wall of sound plugin. So you can record your guitar, and afterwards you can tweak the cabinet section and the speaker section. Really, the version that I have, it's the free version that it gives you 30 days for trial, which is fantastic. I'm using the free version. Let's review all the whole software here. So it's pretty straightforward. You have here input level, and you have a section of a power amp. If you're not connected, you have just a preamp. That is not my case. I have it's mono. My track is mono, so I'm using just the mono version. And I have the mic, I'm putting it a little bit of center, but it's on the grid, on the front, and it's a 57. That is what you're hearing. I'm not using the EQ or the exciter or the compression of the reverb. As you can see, nothing of that. But you could, I mean, just pressing here and you will have that options. I'm not using them because I feel more comfortable using EQs that I know better. And I'm using, as you can see here, I'm sending to effects, and I'm taking advantage of the routing capabilities of Pro Tools, right? So I'm not using any of this, but you could if you wouldn't have any of the other stuff. So and what happens if you want like a vintage 30 sound? On this cabinet here, it's the Friedman vintage 30. So I change it. Actually, the picture is like the Steve Stevens one, and now it's working. I'm going to switch between the two so you can hear the difference. Sounds pretty great with the vintage 30 as well. that sounds super different, but really great as well. This is the 65 Celestials. And those are the blackbacks, George Lynch. Great. Now, one thing that I'm not doing right now, it's that I could blend two microphones, and that would be very nice. Let's do that. Let's play with that. So let's play with another microphone, and let's go here, and it can be another cabinet, if you will. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the same cabinet but a different microphone. So the only factor that is going to be affecting is the microphone selection. So in this case I'm using, let's go to the rhythm. This has a lot of low end, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to hear just the rhythm mic. You get the feel of the speaker, but the frequency response of the mic is fairly different, so you can have a very nice blend. Now I'm going to engage again the 57, and it's going to be blended with the 121. So there you have, let's go 0 to this and -3 to this. That's a better gain structure. So now I have a blend that I like. This could be anything. It's already recorded, so I'm tweaking it as I go. Now the first thing that I'm doing is I'm putting like a Pultec EQ. Which adds a little bit of warmth and a little bit of chewiness on the high mids and treble side of the sound. Very nice. It's softening the sound a little bit. Then I'm going to compress with a 1176 type of compression. This is the IK Multimedia T-Rex. It's pretty awesome. Nothing dramatic, as you can see in the gain reduction meter. I'm just hearing it a little bit. And then I put SSL emulation just with the, I just want to take down a little bit the noise, the floor noise. Of course I'm pegging the meters here, but nothing extreme. I'm just getting like the SSL sound, but no EQ, nothing. I actually so that is the dry sound. Now let's add some spice to the sound. So the first thing that I did to get this sound, like this big sound, was to put to send a copy of my signal to this H910 Eventide harmonizer, and it's actually not doing much. It's like almost nothing. So it's doing the harmonizer thing, right? So I put the guitar a little bit to one side and the harmonizer to the other side. It's very subtle, and the plugin it's full wet, and it's doing like a 5 cents stuff, and it's a little bit down in the volume, so I want to hear more of the original sound more than the harmonized sound. Then and this is going to, as you can see here, is going to a reverb, and my main sound is also going to the reverb. So dry, and then you have that type of lexicon. This is like a lexicon plate. It's very nice. And then I'm sending the original signal to my Echo Boy, and I'm doing like a quarter note and a dotted 8 note. And this plugin is very nice. I'm cutting a little bit of the high end and the low end, and I added a little bit of saturation to the delay. So there you go. That is the full sound, pretty much like an amplifier, if you were right there with the cabinet. So that was the tutorial of how to use the wall of sound. I'm pretty happy with this. If you don't have a recording room, I have one, but sometimes I need something fast. I have my Pro Tools session saved, so I load up Pro Tools. I'm going for my coffee. It's up, and I turn on my amplifier, and I'm getting this sound, amazing sound. It's a great way to record, and you can record with plugins and everything. At least in this system with this interface you can do it. I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of interface that allows to work nicely with low buffer. This is the case, and you can do this. So it's beautiful, and that's it, guys. That's how you can use an IR loader like the Wall of Sound. I happen to have the Friedman collection, and it's beautiful. In another video I will show you the differences more in detail of the differences of the collection, and maybe connected to the B100 Deluxe. Let's see what happened. I hope you enjoyed the video. I see you next time, and as you can see, I'm checking things in my video channel, so I hopefully upload a lot more videos like this in the future. So thank you, guys. Bye bye. Nos vemos.